ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدار.
The UAE is an amazing place, and at every step along the way it just goes from being amazing to being more amazing.
احنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب.
Welcome everyone to your favorite program Pearls of Union, which invites the most successful people here in the UAE. Our inspiring guests have moved from the darkness of challenges to the light of success. Our inspiring guests have set a title for success and ambition. And our special guest for today is Mr.Nauman Rashid, and he is the founder and the general manager of Enar Technologies. Welcome, Mr.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here on Sama Al Ain Pearl of Union.
Thank you so much, sir.
And I look forward to speaking about the world of water management and my experiences, and how any suggestions I have for going forward, and how I can be part of the picture for the country for water management.
Perfect. So, sir, please, in the beginning, can you introduce yourself to everyone? Tell us about the key milestones in your professional journey in the field of water management, and also what exceptional experiences have you gained along the way? So,
to start with, I graduated with a degree in engineering. And straight out of university, I started my career in the oil and gas industry with one of the largest oil field services company in the world. You will find it interesting that my initial training took place right here in the United Arab Emirates, actually in Sharjah, which is very close. This is because my employer had a global training center here. And after completing the training, I started working hands-on on the oil and gas rigs as a field engineer. I was involved in oil exploration, in oil well drilling, and in oil production. This was both on land and offshore sites. So I worked in different countries, which included UAE, it included the Netherlands, Holland, UK. I worked in Libya, in the desert, and then I worked in Oman, Pakistan, and I also had a brief assignment in Singapore. At one time I was based, this is how my career went into the water side. At one time I was based in Dubai, and I was leading the management of produced water in the Middle East and Asia. What is produced water? So produced water is the unwanted wastewater that flows to the surface from oil wells along with oil production. So one day my regional president told me that the company was interested to start a business in building strategic water storage in the arid desert environment, such as that of the GCC. So the issue was that the GCC countries did not have much water storage, and this would be during the low demand winter months when the water was surplus. With its know-how of fluids, geology, well drilling, and my company was in a good position to do high-end water recharge to the ground. It wanted to increase the water security by creating natural, supersized water storage subsurface reservoirs in the aquifers. So these could then be used, and when the water was recharged to the ground, it could be used in high demand summer period when the water was in the summer short, or in emergencies. Actually, the storage subsurface, it could store up to 30 to 45 days of the water needs of a city. At that time, the GCC cities only had 3 or 4 days of water storage. So this was increasing the water storage a lot. I was happy to be selected for this assignment. It gave me an opportunity to be somewhat a startup within the company. This is how I started in the water sector. It was more as an entrepreneur. And in this new assignment, I quickly learned that water sources and demands and about how to balance and optimize them. It was very intriguing for me. I interacted with water authorities, municipalities, government, and other contractors and suppliers, something I had not done in the past. So it was completely new to me, but I was enjoying it. I built up a team whose expertise complemented each other. After the initial water recharge focus, then in my next assignment, because now I was already in the water sector, in my next assignments, I went on to gain experience in water networks, water treatment, water chemicals, environmentally sustainable practices in municipalities and in industry.
And sir, what challenges did you face at the beginning of your career, and also who have supported you to overcome these challenges?
So that's a good question. Starting a new business that has little history in the region was indeed very challenging. I did not know the players. I had to reach out to the policymakers. I had to promote the concept and find people who would understand me and become a champion of what I was proposing. I had to learn the application and technology, merge it with other existing know-how. I have been fortunate throughout to have managers and leaders who have supported and mentored me in technology and business. The empowerment that the company gave its engineers and the authority to make decisions helped me act faster and reach further and become bolder to deliver results. Amongst the supporting and influential individuals, my newly formed water services president, who was based in Paris, provided me with lots of encouragement and pretty much a free hand to grow the business. His support was extremely helpful, and we built a team, each with a specialized knowledge that helped us focus on the technology. I found that I connected well with the water leaders in the countries of my focus too. This is because we aligned on the same challenge, that of water scarcity and security. If I may mention a name, then amongst those who also supported me, I would like to thank Dr. Farooq Albaz. Farooq Albaz is an eminent Arab scientist, and he's a geologist based in Boston, USA. He has the fame of working with NASA in the scientific exploration of the moon and the planning of the Apollo program. So very accomplished gentleman. I had the good fortune of interacting with him. He used his satellite-generated remote sensing technology to get us started on our first water recharge project in the UAE. The use of satellite imagery to generate bulk data and minimal costs amazes me. Its coupling with artificial intelligence holds tremendous possibilities. I would like to see satellite imagery, AI, I would like to see it used more and more often to the full strength. In my pursuit for water management, I was keen to engage with all stakeholders. This included citizen bodies, influential individuals, research institutes, and academia. I found that this benefited everybody by raising the awareness, By involving everybody, or at least making them aware in advance and giving them a chance to provide their input, I found that the proposed solution was better acceptable to all parties. If you don't have everyone on board, there could be objections, and these could be damaging.
So, sir, every successful venture starts with a clear vision and a strong foundation. So, how was Enar Technologies founded, and what vision led to its establishment in the field of water management?
So, today I'm the founder and general manager of Enar Technologies. Enar Technologies is a consulting firm. It's focused on introducing technology and solutions to its customers. We sensed at Enar Technologies that we could bring together the power of our broad knowledge and experience to deliver outstanding solutions to pressing challenges. We carry all the required hats, to be able to engage in an all-round discussion. I feel this is very important, because then when you know about the breadth of the technologies, then you're in a good position. So we know about operations, we know about economics, finance, business, environment, and we specialize in creating projects by connecting technology providers and municipal end users. We say we are in a win-win partnering relationship. Some people joke, you say win 2 times, so you're winning twice. No, that is not so. What we do is we partner with our customers. We make sure our customers win, and when they win, we win. So it's actually a win for both parties.
And what are the main services provided by Enar Technologies, and also what sets you apart from your competitors?
So as I mentioned, we are a consulting firm focused on water in oil and gas industries and municipalities. In the oil and gas, we offer services in produced water management and water for the enhanced oil recovery. So enhanced oil recovery is very important as the oil becomes older and older. Enhanced oil recovery is when you use water and you push oil in the water reservoir with water. So it's a lot of water that you need, and you have to be careful how to conserve the water, not overuse it, and also the cost of the water. So we focus on managing the water in the oil and gas. In the water sector, which is the municipalities and the industry, our services cut across the strategic water supplies like aquifer recharge, from surface water to groundwater, from water and wastewater treatment to distribution networks and water management in general. We also have a practice in environmental services and sustainabilities. You asked about the competition. So we are unique against our competition in that we have an intricate understanding of the operation, the science, and the technology that goes behind both oil and water. I don't think this is very rare combination. So from understanding the behavior of subterranean below ground oil or water reservoirs, for potable uses, irrigation or enhanced oil recovery, we leverage a rare combination. So we use the best practices from both the mega worlds to create winning, environmentally sound solutions. We also help cut the cost of our customers through strategic thinking. I think this is important. So while enhancing the quality and the value, we are really a one-stop shop in pulling together everything needed in addressing a water customer's challenge. And I think our customers like that we are able to talk multiple languages, one-stop shop. So with our multiple hats, again, we can hold meaningful conversation with all the departments and the experts within our customers' organization. Sometimes we become a link between the different departments, and this makes us very versatile.
And how does Enar Technologies stay up to date with technological advancements in the industry?
So this is an important question. So we are engaged by leading European government to advise and promote European technology startups and small to medium enterprises in the GCC, and specifically here in the UAE. So to increase our knowledge, we start by speaking to some of these companies and learning about their technology and experience. Together, we then explore suitable opportunities. We match those companies to regional companies, and then we arrange meetings with them. Some of the sectors that we have supported include water, renewables, agriculture, climate, and circular economy. We have handled over a couple of hundred companies, so quite a few companies and technologies that we have looked at. This exposure gives us tremendous insight into new and emerging technologies. It helps us stay up to date with the latest technological advancements in the industry. It also gives us a broad perspective because all these sectors are interrelated. We also learn about technological advancements through participating in some of the world-class events that take place in the Middle East, especially in the UAE, and in trade shows. So some of the ones that I would say are notable are like the World Utilities Congress, VETEX, World Future Energy Summit, Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, and of course the mega global oil and gas show, ADIPAC. So I think by interacting with startup companies, technology leaders from Europe, we learn a lot about new technology, new ways of doing things, look at sustainability, we look at green technologies. And by attending some of these big events within the country, we are fortunate to also learn from others. New technology is taking shape.
Sir, sustainability has become a key factor in business success today. So how does Enar Technologies incorporate sustainability into its services?
Yeah, so absolutely. I agree with you. Sustainability has become a key factor in business success today. Governments are all focused on adopting it in all their projects going forward. So in any work that we do, we consider the environment and the socially responsible and the economics too. We want to promote energy neutrality, reduce carbon footprint by coupling traditional water treatment technologies with renewable sources of energy. Sustainability, if I have to say, is all about being water self-sufficient in any setting. So there should be enough water to meet multiple needs, from irrigation and agriculture, which are big users of water, to municipal and industrial users. The water supply should be consistent throughout the year. We are blessed in the UAE with a high quality of life, but we need to be mindful not to overindulge and drain our resources in an unsustainable manner. So what you say about sustainability, I do agree. We are faced with the climate change impacts, such as a lack of rainfall and a drought. We have also seen that sometimes we can have too much rain that can lead to flooding and disruptions. In pursuing water sustainability, we also look at how the economics stack up, matching supply and demand. So in our region, the seasonal variation in demand, the variation in water demand, especially in irrigation and agriculture, can vary tremendously from summer months to winter months. So in the summer, we may only use 1/3 of the water that we would otherwise use in the winter. So we have a lot of surplus water in the winter from an irrigation and agriculture point of view, but very small, very tight on water in the summer ones when the agriculture is using a lot of water. The water balance and water management methodologies need to deliver a practical yet economically astute solution. Water managers, in making decisions on treatment and capital expenditure, because they have to build plants and maintain them, they need to work with the true value of water in a country setting. As an example, let me tell you about groundwater, because groundwater can be extracted at a minimal cost. But if it was not available and treated or desalinated water was used instead of groundwater, the price would be several times more. So valuing the water at groundwater price, say in a municipal industrial use, would be false economy.
And how do you see the UAE's support for the water management sector, and how has this impacted the growth and the development of your firm?
Yeah, that is right. So the UAE is known for its forward-thinking and best-in-class approach to achieving water security. Its approach, the UAE's approach, ensures sustainability and continuous access to water during normal and extreme emergency conditions. There is a strategy in the UAE to cover all elements of the water supply chain in the country, with the participation and input of all the entities and the authorities who are concerned with water resources in the country. There is a focus on implementing integrated water resources management by reducing total demand for water resources. UAE treats its wastewater to a very high quality. I mean, many countries do not reach that high quality. Some of its large, big plants deliver quaternary treated wastewater, so quaternary quality, which is the highest standard in municipal setting. The country's focus on sustainability, increasing recycling, reusing the wastewater for safe use of treated water to about 95%. There's also a focus on increasing national water storage capacity. I think this is important as well, especially for urban use. Many residents don't realize that the UAE has a significant number of water dams, especially in the hilly areas of Fujairah, Hatta, Ras Al Khaimah. Keep in mind that the UAE is among the highest in water consumption per capita in the world, at approximately 500 liters per day per person. This is about 50% above the global average. So it's very high. We use a lot of water in the UAE. European countries average around 200 liters per day per person. So as a company, we are in hand with UAE strategy and pursuit in water management. We are especially keen and ready to grow and develop through our common interests. You know, aquifer recharge, I feel, is a means of water banking. Just like in the bank, you put money, we put water in the aquifer, and we hold it. With more rain events, we also have a play in mitigating flooding. So, you know, in recent months, years, we have seen much more rain in the UAE. Sometimes there can be flooding. So we can recharge this flood water to the depleted aquifer. We have experience with satellite mapping, like I said before. We can use artificial intelligence, AI, and drainage. We can fit all these challenges to improve the water flooding. Yeah, so with technology advancements and costs that are coming down for technology, and they've come down a lot as we use more and more technology, we are keen to grow through utilizing innovative membrane technologies and treatment methods. So also we can help with the network losses, which is a shame, because if you produce expensive water and you lose it in the water pipelines, you are losing a lot of money. So we can help with the network losses to reduce the losses in the piping, address the pipes, make the economics better. So the economic equation is better for us.
So, sir, of course, you have your own strategies to lead your business. So looking ahead, what are your personal goals for the future of your company?
This is an important question from our company point of view as well. So we want to be a trusted partner to the technology companies that we represent and to the customers that we serve. Our breadth of knowledge, like I said, in the water sector is very broad. And we want to be able to hold meaningful discussions and dialogue across the various departments of our end user customers. Together, I feel we want to understand and solve the challenges that our customers have. We want to introduce niche technologies that can improve performance, reduce the costs, and make the whole operation more greener. We want to be a partner of choice, delivering results. When we do this, I think everything else falls in place. So yes, what do we see for our future? We see working together with our customers, solving their problems, and introducing technologies and methods that they may otherwise not be aware of.
Now we need an advice from your side to young entrepreneurs aspiring to build a career in the field of water management.
Yes, it's important, I think, for the industry as well to develop talent and young professionals. And the companies need to invest in developing people. Young professionals, my advice, look, aspiring to build a career in the field of water management, they need to familiarize themselves with all the practical aspects of the technologies and projects that they are involved with. My advice would be to grab all the opportunities to gain hands-on experience through field work. I started my career in the field, and I also recommend new engineers to be in the field to start with, to learn the practicalities. Sometimes an employer may have a structured program to facilitate this. If not, just ask your manager to support you. And when on site, ask about whatever you see. Think it out and look to propose improvements. Yes, so if you can get this solid exposure in the field, in the first 2 or 3 years of your career, then you can hold much meaningful discussions with your colleagues and customers. There is nothing more powerful than being able to walk the talk. And when you're in the field, participate. You know, the easiest way to participate is to look into the safety aspects, into the quality assurance, and into the environmental aspects of the plants, and you will have a lot to add. As you progress, keep learning new skills, dig deeper, know a little bit more than what is directly required to deliver your job. Ask for new areas of responsibility once you familiarize one. Don't keep doing the same thing forever. Keep upskilling, keep increasing your skills, build your network of industry leaders, and touch base regularly to be able to get the big picture. So not those people in your company and your leaders, but also leaders in other companies and in the authorities. Don't be shy. Look to present your projects at industry events. Sometimes we are too nervous to present, but look, if you make presentation, then you will take the time to prepare a presentation, learn about what the technology is, and you will also become a familiar face in the industry. Most of all, just keep measuring that you are growing in your skills. If you, from this week to next month, you should be growing, and you should be able to see that you are growing.
The UAE has for sure contributed to your success story. So what is your appreciation message you would like to convey through our episode to the UAE and its rulers?
So thank you for that question and the opportunity to answer it. Look, the UAE is an amazing place, and at every step along the way, it just goes from being amazing to being more amazing. Having graduated as an engineer, my first day, and this is a little bit going into many years ago, having graduated as an engineer, my first day on my first job landed me in the beautiful oasis of Abu Dhabi. So my first day was in Abu Dhabi. Arriving in the dead of the night, I woke up in the morning in the hotel. I think it was Nihal Hotel. So I woke up in the Nihal Hotel, and I was really mesmerized because I went to the bathroom and I opened the water tap, and the water was beautiful. It was pressurized, it was aerated, and it was high quality. I was so impressed. This is 40 years ago. So when I was so mesmerized, I just kept going up and down with the water tap, and I really liked the quality of the water and pristine. The other thing I remember from that morning is I looked down out of the window and I saw down, and my floor was quite high up. I looked down and I saw a beautiful green patch of grass. I would not expect that in the desert. So back in 1985, the UAE leadership and the UAE was already focused on high quality and setting the stage for greenery and setting the stage for water. I think that the wise UAE leadership, as with other sectors, it is also involved in shaping and guiding the water sector and adopting the best of practices that are available. So the wise UAE leadership, as with other sectors, is also involved in shaping and guiding the water sector and adopting the best practices and taking them further. The UAE leadership has built a strong framework around the strategic water focus, including that of water storage and security, that of agriculture and food security, that of water reuse and industry. All this with an economically and environmentally justified approach. I am keen to see the UAE's growing strength in AI, artificial intelligence, play a part in its water management pursuit as well. These advanced methodologies and UAE's adoption of world-class practices creates tremendous opportunities for companies like us who are thriving to introduce new technologies. For creating such an environment, we thank the UAE leadership.
Thank you so much, sir. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Best of luck.
Thank you for having me, and I appreciate on the Pearls of Union program and the opportunity to speak about the world of water management.
Dear audience, this is the end of our episode. Watch us next week. Goodbye.